Hey, what's going on, everybody? Life Talks will be back this week. I have 2 new interviews coming out, more videos to come, and I wanted to take this video just as a quick reminder for anybody suffering out there, going through tough times, or the inability to make sense of a lot of what's going on. I think that we need more realistic positivity. The ability to look at the cold, dark truths and to face them and be optimistic for what's coming. And I think something that's been sitting with me is that things are not going to get easier. Don't ask for things to get easier. Ask for the capability to deal with them. Because truly, that is how, as things get more difficult, thy will be done. Which means your will is what will push you through difficult times. It is finding a way out of no way. That's what built this country. That mantra, when you think there is no hope, and finding a way through that. And the only way you find a way through that is by first accepting it. Accepting that there is so much corruption. Accepting that you are responsible. I am responsible. Again, accepting responsibility for your part to play in the circle of life, right? I mean, one of the best movies, Lion King, where Simba is with Rafiki, and he's saying, remember who you are. And one of the ways you remember who you are is understanding that life is not supposed to be easy. And in fact, life becomes easy when you embrace suffering, when you accept responsibility. Because that's really what feels good. It doesn't feel good when you're not engaged in life, when you're engaged in other people's problems, right? Your family and your friends, making their problems your problems, and doing a lot of self-reflection and owning your sin, right? We're all guilty of sin. And what I mean is sin is ignorance, right? We've all missed the point. We've all fallen short of the best version of ourselves, which is the capacity for peace, love, respect, integrity. And when you admit that and own your responsibility in the collective chaos that's currently unfolding, that's when you can develop the thick skin to move through what's coming and accept it. Accept that people are going to hate you even if you're doing the right thing. Accept that. Own that. Continue to do the right thing. When you screw up, when you fall, when you hurt other people, own it as soon as possible and get back on the path. So just as a quick summary, the reason I made this video is because, again, as I've said before, I make these videos as a reminder to myself as well, to look back and say, when I'm down, this is a version of me that I want to hear. It is not going to get easier. Accept that. Because when it does get more difficult, and you have the capacity to deal with those difficult times, you will lead others. You'll lead others who are hopeless. You'll lead others who ignored you, who dismissed you, called you crazy, said don't focus on this, don't focus on that. Understand that there's a capacity for humans to seek comfort rather than danger. There's a seeking to protect. As long as I have my safety and my security, I'm happy. That's not happiness, that's cowardice. So own the cowardice in you and embrace as much suffering as you can. And when I say embrace suffering, meaning adopting more and more responsibility, making other people's problems yours, connecting with more and more people, waving to your neighbor, connecting with your neighbor, allowing them to completely see the world differently than you, and inviting them, saying, hey, I got sugar, you ever need sugar, ring the doorbell, right? Because it's the capacity to connect with other people before you have disagreements, right? So I'll end it there, a little over 5 minutes. Core message being, do not ask for it to be easier. It will not get easier. Ask for the capacity to deal with hardship. So as you voluntarily do that, whether it be through the gym, whether it be through connecting with more and more people, healing poor relationships, disconnecting with relationships that are toxic, as you continue to push through that and go through life 100%, when difficult times do come, you have the capacity to flow through them rather than to be totally overwhelmed by them. So if this message has helped you, please share, like, subscribe. If you disagree with anything, feel free to reach out to me. If you look up on the top right, on the YouTube banner of the page, I have information where you can reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to connect with more and more people, and wish you guys well. Looking forward to a good week.